Inviting me. It's my privilege. We all agree that 8 billion humans we living on this planet are not very happy. Around 40% of us are suffering from chronic diseases. Remaining are marching towards the same statistics as per WHO. And on the dearest planet on which we live is also gasping. More than half of flora and fauna, plant and animal species are extinct due to our lifestyle. We started using combustion fire maybe 1.7 million years ago. And since last around 165 years, the pre-industrial era ended and industrial era began. And the speed of warming, global warming and climate change enhanced drastically. We discuss in the conferences and platforms and meetings and we make policies. But what's happening? I'm addressing one crucial scientific phenomena. Before that, I will quote Sir George Bernard Shaw. He said that science, when solves the problem, it creates 10 more. It's a very bitter truth, groundbreaking phenomena which is forgotten, I am afraid to say. So what's the solution? We have to strengthen, cure the problems in innovative way, health problems. So homeopathy is a carbon positive therapy, is minimal pollution. We strengthen the vital force with these remedies and the chronic diseases are alleviated. We also advise the fitness tips which are best for humans and good for our Mother Earth. So, what is that? It is said in ancient literature that fruits are best for us and for our planet. But from where we will get so many fruits? As of now, already majority of the population is facing the hunger, facing the thirst. So there is one innovative way. I stopped exercising, call it a destructive exercise. Waste of time, waste of energy, waste of food I consumed since decades. I came across the literature of Sir John Ruskin and he described the constructive exercise. The definition is intellectually performed productive labor is called constructive exercise. So the first thing to do is those who are able, dig the pits for fruit tree plantation, plant long-term and short-term trees like banana and mango together. Banana will start yielding in an year, less than a year, and mangoes will take 5 years. Also, plant some tubers like sweet potato, turmeric, ginger in the same pit. And it's the rule that when we leave the space for the weed, they grow. So also sow some green leafy vegetables in the same pit. If imagine one young man digs 2 pits a month, two pits in a week, then 8 pits, 4 feet by 4 feet, he will dig in a month. In a month, and so imagine if small percent of our brothers and sisters adopt this constructive exercise. We also take help of drones and flying machine. We are sure that one day we will have to stop this, but as long as they are flying, we will use their flights for fruit seeds showering all over the planet. We will select the seeds depending on the topography. So, in less than 3 years, our Mother Earth will be covered with fruit yielding trees. So, in this way, we will end the hunger. Fruits we hardly cook, and we seldom consume the seeds of the fruits. And one jungle can be created from one single seed, provided majority of the seeds are sowed. So, we will have to use these tweaks. We will have to use our power to end the problems. More fruits we consume, less we will have to depend on the grains, millets, short-term crops, cereals. So, the burden on the agriculture, like need of pesticides, fertilizers, irrigation, manpower, tools which are polluting, fossil fuel, will be less and less. One tree is one dam, mini dam. So groundwater table will raise nicely, and the streams and rivers will become perennial. Coming back to the human health, we become what we eat. Food makes us. So more fruits we consume. We will also create kitchen gardens with constructive exercise, stopping normal exercise. Though less able will create kitchen gardens. So salads, fruits, raw food makes us live. Live food adds to our life force. So more and more I have lived on a raw diet for months together, and happy to share that I am reduced by 30 kilos and I can lift 180 kilos at the age of 65, and I am spectacle free also. Thank you. There are some breathing techniques, very simple. Full breathing in, full holding longest, and when impossible, breathe out. The short form is IHO, in, hold, out. But this is from sunrise to sunset. After sunset, the plant life, the plants start expiring carbon dioxide. So, no deep breathing, no sustained breathing, only regular breathing after the sunset. This is the simplest way. Imagine if we can raise our oxygen levels in such a simple manner, then we will require the medical aid hardly require. Whole life, if we remember this, oxygen level would be great. Our stamina, our alertness, cheerfulness would be great. So, going next, the carbon produced by humans due to combustion, fossil fuel, direct burning of wood and gases, electricity, we produce excess of CO2 disproportionately and unnaturally. We already discussed this. So, trees, when they die or they are cut by us, we humans, the process of decomposition releases this carbon back to the environment, which was stored in the form of wood, timber, and leaves. So, this is the alarming thing. It is this statement must awaken all of us. We, because of our carbon footprint, so many species are extinct. So nature is replacing new viruses. In the last decade, we faced 195 new viruses, and these viruses affect humans only. So what is this signal? Unless we stop the combustion, we are not safe. So, do or die situation. If we stop combustion, minimize combustion in emergencies, it is okay. Like in COVID lockdown, certain things were permitted. Otherwise, to replace those extinct species, I think nature is introducing new viruses and humans are polluting so this planet, damaging the flora and fauna, the nature. Nature is the second name of God. God doesn't do anything. He provides everything. The food, the oxygen, the water through plants, through trees. So when we damage them, we are committing the serious crime. So these new viruses introduced, they act against humans only. Is it not the point which is to be well noted by we humans? So we have these options. Pedal power electricity. In Brazil, the inmates in prison, they pedal for dynamo is attached to the cycle and they produce the electricity, and the electricity is supplied in the grid. So such options, digging compost pits, digging soak pits, less able, can recycle paper, plastic, they should collect metal, glass. This is how we are going to cleanse our planet. Hundreds of constructive exercises we can definitely adopt to solve the problem and become carbon positive. About chronic diseases, I would like to address that if obesity is the biggest burden on this planet, and tasty food, delicious food, artificially delicious food, we tend to eat greedily. So, these natural, plenty of fruits, plenty of dry fruits, salads will help obesity. Then, certain techniques. I was suffering from an asthma. The postural drainage, bending down and taking out the flame and pollution helped to get rid of my asthma. All genetic influences, like all everywhere, especially in the comfortable world, family history like diabetes, malignancy, stroke, all could be prevented till the age of 65 because of the lifestyle we adopted. 1 hour constructive exercise, hard work, breathing nicely with the technique which I mentioned few minutes ago have made me and many thousands of others to become super strong. I would like to mention here one small thing for human health: how much water one should sip per day. It will depend on climate, weight, hundreds of factors, what time one is discussing, considering the quantity of water. Afternoon it would be more. So, where there is a time, everyone is so busy. So, we recommend that consume liquids only enough to maintain the color of urine pale yellow. Is the simplest way of doing. Dehydration over the long, prolonged dehydration can cause heart trouble. Overhydration, if urine color is colorless, it is watery, then it will deplete water soluble vitamins and minerals, leading to the heart trouble and many other problems. So, whole summary, health summary, we can conclude in one small twin word, which is golden mean. Excess of anything is not advisable. So, quick takeaway: minimize the combustion, the use of direct and indirect fire, consume as much as raw food, organic food, minimize the use of consumption of animal origin food, which is very damaging to ourselves and damaging to the planet, mother planet itself. There is no second planet, there is no planet B. All of us agree and know with the science that the animal origin food is more damaging than vehicular pollution. Next bullet point is minimize the use of synthetic chemicals. And the last one is that expose yourself as much as to the sunlight, because sunlight is the best medicine against all diseases. And avoid laziness. We are close to the sixth human extinction, and we have to prevent this. So, do or die situation, live life like a jungle king, as primitive as possible. Otherwise, we have to face the forthcoming dangers and calamities. Thank you so much.